the fight's going to be boring as hell. Because any fight he's in is boring as hell.
Shakur is a really good boxer.
He's a good boxer, but it's nothing that stands out to me. It's just, okay, you know how to move, blah, 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 but it's nothing like Tank or me or
like somebody gotta stand out.
Like
like you're not just fighting
I
anybody.
see boxers all the time. I've been watching boxers my whole life. I know the ones that are different. He's not different. Shakur will do everything, you know, not even to get like an ounce of hitting. Like, he's scared to really lock in and get in there. Devin's not.
But Shakur, that guy will put anybody to sleep outside the ring, not inside the ring, because that's like, he's the most boring fighter in the history of boxing. And they say whatever they want, they can hype him up and all that stuff, but I really feel bad for him because there's no way they could put him on pay-per-view. He can't sell a fight.
Boxing experts are weighing in on a potential matchup between Teofimo Lopez and Shakur Stevenson, with many predicting that Stevenson would lean heavily on his movement and defensive skills, while some critics dismiss his approach as excessive running and claim it makes for a boring fight. Others argue that his style reflects elite ring intelligence and a high level of technical mastery.
What about the criticism that Shakur gets? Like, people say that he's boring he's not entertaining.
I mean, look, he's like an Andre Ward style. Andre Ward wasn't really that entertaining, but got the win. I mean, that's what boxing's all about. So I used to love watching Andre Ward fight because it was so perfect. I watched his footwork, how he moved to the right, to the left, and I trained with him as well, with Virgil. And I used to watch how he trained and how he fought, and I thought how he puts his hands down and uses it as a defense, and then pulls your hands down and catches you over the top, and them little things. So this is a fight that people get, because you got two different styles. You've got an offensive, defensive in Lopez, and you've got a defensive in...
As the boxing world prepares for one of the most anticipated fights of early 2026, the conversation has shifted beyond simply predicting the winner to focusing on how the matchup is likely to play out inside the ring.
The explosiveness, I would have to go with Teo. When it comes to actual rapid speed, I would have to go with Teo. But when it comes to body punching, when it comes to good timing, when it comes to craft, I would have to give all of that to Shakur Stevenson.
What do you think, Doug?
They're both boxers. I look at Stevenson as a versatile technician. I look at Teofimo. He's a boxer puncher, but his specialty is his counterpunching. Listen, if Stevenson wants to be on his stick and move game, very difficult style matchup for Teofimo, and maybe not that entertaining to the fans.
Because Stevenson's longer.
Exactly.
Stevenson's defense probably the best in the game, and he's longer.
Great reflexes and timing, and so does Teo. That's why he's a great counterpuncher. But Teo's, he's a very special athlete, and as a competitor, he is one of those guys who saves his A game for a fellow elite opponent. That's when he really rises his game and shows us the Teofimo Lopez that everybody thought he was when he was a pro.
Shakur Stevenson, the undefeated WBC lightweight champion, is widely known for his defensive mastery. His elite footwork, sharp angles, and precise control of distance make him one of the hardest fighters to touch, earning him admiration for his technical brilliance, while also drawing criticism from those who feel his style doesn't always produce non-stop action.
135 contemporaries have a lot to say these days. Shakur Stevenson, well, of course, he's now 135 after all that stuff, and then Devin Haney.
Right, so why people even talk like he the best at, he didn't even fight at 135 yet.
Right.
He didn't even have power at 126, 30, or none of that.
He is good.
Okay. How can you, all that's just okay. How can you stop people that can actually hit? No matter all that boxing, you're going to get hit.
Teofimo Lopez, by contrast, is celebrated for his athleticism, power, and aggressive mindset. A former unified lightweight champion and the current defending WBO title holder at super lightweight, Lopez thrives on pressing the action and imposing himself by delivering sharp, decisive punches.
We haven't seen him around 140. We have seen Teofimo do good at 140, so it's a tricky one. I think it's a 50-50 chess game inside that ring.
If you had to give somebody 51, the other guy 49, like the smallest.
You're gonna put him in the spot, but only because I fought him before. I'll give him that 1% secure because I've fought him. I've never stepped in the ring with Teofimo. I've seen him fight, and I've seen him personally spar, and I've seen him. He's an amazing fighter, but I will only give him that one secure because I've stepped in the ring.
Against a fighter like Stevenson, who depends heavily on movement, Lopez believes his pressure and combination punching can break the southpaw's rhythm and force the fight on his terms.
Number one, you know, in boxing, so to speak, he's coming for my crown, at the, super lightweight division. And honestly, nevertheless, it's all about the fans.
Who has a better resume between you two guys, do you think?
Man, I'll tell you again, honestly, it doesn't matter until we hang up the gloves. I think that we still have such a long, depending on how well we do with our health, we got a long career ahead of us, man. So this is just something for everybody for 2026. We started off with a bang, and we go for.
Meanwhile, Tim Bradley points out that Shakur can remain aggressive by using his jab and feints to keep Teofimo off balance, allowing him to dictate the pace without resorting to excessive movement or retreat.
You gotta really move. Yeah, it sounds crazy. Shakur can actually walk to Teo. Yeah, he can walk to Teo. Yeah, as long as he walk behind with the jab, as long as he walk behind with feints, because feints throw off Teo, jabs throw off Teo as well. He's a counterpuncher. Yeah, he's a counterpuncher. So if you can keep him off balance and keep him guessing, keeping that jab in his face, and you force him back, yeah, he moves his feet, but he makes a lot of mistakes. Gets himself out of position a lot of times. He's out of position a lot of the times, man. Brings those feet together at times. Oh, yeah. When he moves side to side, same thing. He responsibly defensively, nah. When he disengages, defense is whack. Trash. Yeah. When he resets, a lot of time he comes in the range, he's standing straight up. Come on, man. Shakur can take advantage of Teo not being that great on the inside, not being that great at mid-range.
He notes that Teofimo often finds himself out of position and struggles with resets, which could allow Shakur to hold his ground, read incoming shots, and rely on his boxing IQ rather than constant movement.
He ain't got to run from Teo. No, he can stand right in front of Teo. He could, yeah, and see all them shots coming. For sure. You already know the punch selection that he gonna use. Punch selection gonna be he gonna try to use his jab at a rapid pace. Of course. He gonna try to out-jab Shakur. Of course. Flicking it out there, flicking his jab out there, man. Trying to get some sort of response. Or flicking it out there, trying to just close the gap on Shakur. And he gonna throw the right hand downstairs. Yeah. That's what he gonna do. He gonna be looking for that right hand, then he gonna try to sneak him up top. Yeah. It's plain and simple. sneak him up top. That's it. But if Shakur can stand his ground, if Shakur can evade and get right back in his space, right back in his face, man, evade and get right back in his face, right? When he's not set or ready to punch, when them feet are spread apart, Shakur can walk to him. Shakur can walk to him.
Lopez insists he's training with the goal of putting Shakur Stevenson to sleep and making a statement, particularly after going a stretch without a major knockout. His focus is on landing a decisive finish rather than simply outboxing his opponent.
I would consider you, out of you and Shakur, I would consider you the more explosive, possibly the more speed concerning like to the target quicker. But I haven't seen you really get the type of knockouts that made the fans appeal to the whole package and the whole system of you. Are you training?
You mean at 140 pounds compared to 135?
Yes, in comparison. Yeah. Are you training for a knockout? Are you training to do something to not just beat Shakur, but to beat him in grand fashion? And when I say grand fashion, I mean going for the knockout.
Well, I think that the whole thing is the Bible of boxing really is that if you look for the knockout, you won't get it. I think really it's just all about setting the good pace early in the beginning rounds and then going from there, setting that tone. I think that I don't see him going those 12 rounds. This is his first time moving up to 140. A lot of these guys can say a lot of things about me not knocking them out or whatnot, but they don't come and try to fight me after they feel this power. So it's for a reason. It carries. It does carry. I mean, I had a good showing with Arnold Barboza. He was #1, my mandatory, and he didn't. He was too hesitant, trying to commit to punches. So I think that it's just something that's going to be a rude awakening for Shakur.
Hey, Doug, you hear that? He said the Bible of boxing. What else is called the Bible of boxing? Ring Magazine, and he's a two-division rather.
Yeah,
Ring Magazine champ.
Great ambassador for those championship belts as well.
Yep, absolutely.
I'm very big on those things. I claimed 2 weight divisions, 2 Ring Magazine belts just at 25, and I'm 28 now. I've been defending my belts now. I feel great, and then most importantly, this will be my 4th title defense with the Ring and the WBO junior welterweight world division.
Stevenson has spoken about targeting Lopez's weaknesses and entering the fight with confidence in his complete skill set, not just his movement. He believes that with the right execution, he can expose the gaps in Lopez's game.
I'm locked in and I'm focused on what I'm supposed to be doing. Nothing else matters around me. That 4-weight world champion, it means everything to me. That's me separating myself. A lot of these guys that they claim is the guys nowadays, none of them can say that they are a full-weight world champion. He got a lot of weaknesses, though. He's a very good fighter, but I do see a lot of weaknesses. He's not going to correct them overnight. It's going to be the same Teo that we done seen 1,000 times before. He's going to come out there trying to perform highly, and I'm going to take advantage of it. But as far as the weaknesses, I'm going to keep them to myself.
Lopez, meanwhile, has responded with sharp rhetoric, aiming to challenge what he sees as an inflated reputation for Stevenson. He has labeled Stevenson overrated and vowed to prove that his defensive style can be cracked, emphasizing his intent to turn the fight gritty and force Stevenson into uncomfortable exchanges.
Stablemates, me and Shakur, top rank. He talks about this and that and about, I was jealous of him. No, I'm not. You were a 2016 USA silver medalist. You're gonna get your signing bonus and all that extra stuff. Thing was, they were trying to secure him in a different route because they had put a lot of money in him. Me, I think I was just supposed to be an opponent.
Lopez has even implied that Stevenson is reluctant to take punches and must overcome that hesitation to secure a victory. His remarks feed into a narrative where Lopez aims to draw Stevenson into a more aggressive battle, a style clash that could finally determine whether movement or relentless pressure prevails.
It's limitless, though, you know, so then again, it's like I could always succeed to another level with it, you know, and exceed to it. So it's really just trying to just keep it going, you know, keep moving forward throughout the whole time and throughout the whole process, and mainly just have fun with it. You know, you gotta have fun with what you do. You know, I love this. You know, I haven't stopped doing what I've done because of the fact that I enjoy what I do. You know, this has been 20 years in the making. 20 years in this, you know, and I have so much to do and so much to prove within myself. So mentally, I'm prepared. Physically, I'm more than ready, you know, and emotionally, oh, I'm on fire, you know, I'm on fire with it, you know, because all I ever did was try to be great, you know, and it's no longer trying. I am great. And it's all about just continuing and holding that. So it's all about just staying humble throughout the process, keeping myself level-headed, and really just enjoying each day that we get because tomorrow's never promised.
Don't miss a beat on the sizzling showdown between Teofimo Lopez and Shakur Stevenson. Boxing fans, this is your chance to dive into expert analysis, fight predictions, and the clash of styles that could define early 2026. Whether you're Team Stevenson's slick defense or Team Lopez's relentless pressure, the debate is heating up and your voice matters. Like what you read, share it with fellow fight fans. Drop your thoughts in the comments, and let's build the ultimate boxing conversation. Subscribe to stay updated with every breakdown, preview, and post-fight analysis. You won't want to miss a single punch.